Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the topic of types of transformers. So we are going to see the topic of types of transformers. So we have seen what is a transformer. Transformer is a static or stationary kind of device by means of which we are going to transform electrical energy from one circuit to another circuit without any change in its frequency, but with a corresponding either increase or decrease in the voltage and current levels. And in the previous lectures, we have seen the working principle of a transformer as well. So what is the working of a transformer? To understand the types of transformers, you should know what do you mean by the working principle. Transformer works on the principle of mutual induction. So transformer is a device which is a static device which is going to transform electrical energy using Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. So your transformer is going to have the two types of induced EMF, the primary induced EMF and the secondary induced EMF. The primary and secondary induced EMFs both are going to work on Faraday's laws only. So both are going to work on Faraday's laws only. The EMF that is induced in the primary is self-induced EMF, whereas the EMF that is induced in the secondary is the mutually induced EMF. So now, if you are having the knowledge of the working principle and constructional details, now we can go ahead with the types of transformers. Basically, transformers are classified into two types: the core type of transformer and the shell type of transformer. Rarely we'll be hearing about the third type, which is Berry type. So that's not being used nowadays. Only we are having either the core type or the shell type of transformer. So it may be a core type of transformer or a shell type of transformer. It has to work on the principle of mutual induction. So what makes the difference between this core and shell types? What is the meaning of core type and what do you mean by shell type? Core type means it's the transformer where the windings are encircling the core part. That means you cannot see the core part. You can observe only the windings from outside. So windings are projected outwards, but not the core. Okay. So if the structure is like this, the core is completely surrounded by the windings, then the type of transformer is called as core type of transformer. And what is the shell type of transformer? Shell type of transformer is the one where your core is encircling the windings. That means core part is visible from outside. You cannot see the windings from outside in case of shell type of transformer. So whether it is core type or shell type, there should be a common flux called as the mutual flux. The transformer primary and secondary both are electrically separated, electrically isolated, but both are magnetically coupled with each other. So core type and shell type both are having their own advantages, their own pros and cons, their own applications. So in case of core type of a transformer, in case of core type of a transformer, you have only one magnetic circuit, whereas shell type of transformer has two magnetic circuits. What do you mean by that? In the construction of a transformer, the core part, you have the parts like limb and the yoke part. The vertical section of the core is called as limb, whereas the horizontal portion of the core is called as yoke part. So it may be your yoke part or the limb part. Both together constitute the core. So as your windings are encircling the core, in case of the core type of transformer, it looks like single magnetic circuit. But in case of shell type of transformer, your windings are not visible. Windings are completely covered by means of the core part. So there it has two magnetic circuits and it will be having three limbs and two yokes in case of shell type. In case of core type, there are two limbs and two yokes. So that makes the difference between core type and shell type of transformer. So what is the practical difference between core and shell types? Practically, if you are doing some experiments, the core type has windings that are projected outwards. So as the windings are projected outwards, this is very easy for the sake of maintenance, repair or replacement. Suppose in case of shell type, what happens? The windings are there inside, which are not being visible from outside. So the repair, replacement or maintenance of this shell type is very difficult. So in that case, we should get a question that why are we still making use of shell type of transformer? Of course, even your shell type is having these drawbacks. It has its own application. It's generally used for high voltage transformer applications. This is generally used for high voltage transformer applications. When it comes to the point of cooling, core type of transformer cooling is very common. It's natural way of cooling because the windings which are carrying the current are projected outwards. So the cooling of your core type of transformer is easier, whereas shell type of transformer, as the windings are immersed inside or which are totally covered by the core part, when you wanted to cool the shell type of transformer, we may have to prefer some other methods of cooling, which is not natural way of cooling. So in comparison, both shell type and core type of transformers are having their own benefits, their own unique applications. So what's that we can conclude on this session? So we can conclude that both shell type and core type of transformers are having their own advantages and disadvantages. They have their own applications. They will be chosen based on the load demand and the voltage applications. Thank you.